So if you've picked up a newspaper, scrolled through social media, or maybe even switched on the news over the past couple of years, I'm sure you would have seen the headlines. Ridiculous statements like, wood-burning stoves are poisoning the air that my children breathe. Wood-burning stoves pump out the same amount of emissions as 18 diesel cars. Or maybe you've even heard your friends say that wood burners are going to be banned. Now, if you own a wood-burning stove, or maybe you've been thinking about investing in one, this is going to be pretty alarming to hear. But here's the thing, most of what's being said is taken wildly out of context, based on outdated information, or just completely wrong. I've been in the industry for over 15 years now, and us at Eco Fires and Stoves have installed thousands of wood burners over the years. And to be honest with you, like many others within the trade, I'm getting fed up with good people making bad decisions based on scaremongering and misinformation within the media. So today I'm going to go through the 6 biggest myths surrounding wood burners, clear up a few things based on only the facts. And by the end of this video, you'll know more about wood burning stoves than the so-called journalists reporting on them, so you can make an informed decision on whether you invest in a wood burner this year. Myth number 1, wood burning stoves are the biggest contributor to UK air pollution. This is probably the most repeated claim, and it's based on a real statistic, which is what makes it so dangerous. So back in 2019, DEFRA, who are responsible for looking after our environment in the UK, published their clean air strategy. And within this, they cited that domestic burning accounts for 38% of fine particulate matter across the UK. This is something otherwise known as PM 2.5. But here's what nobody told you. That 38% figure was based on a government study that was carried out in 2015, and it massively overestimated the amount of wood being burnt in UK homes. So when a much larger, more robust study was carried out in 2019, the real figure ended up being less than a third of the original estimate. That would bring the actual contribution of domestic burning closer to 13%, a massive reduction already. But it gets better than that. The original 38% figure that they came up with was based on very old wood burning stoves, technology that's probably 15, 20 years out of date now, and also open fires. Within that same category, DEFRA lumped together bonfires, incinerators, even wildfires and barbecues. All these things were lumped in together as the same category as a modern wood burning stove like this one behind me, a completely different beast altogether. So if you see this information floating around, rest assured it has nothing to do with a modern day wood burning stove. Myth number 2, a wood burning stove creates the same amount of pollution as 18 diesel cars. This is one that the so-called eco-warriors love to post in comments across social media. The claim comes from test results posted by the Air Quality Expert Group. And yeah, at face value, if you look at a very specific set of numbers in a very specific way, I can see how you could maybe come to that conclusion. But let's look at how the test was actually carried out. So the cars used in this study were tested at around 21 miles per hour, a nice steady cruise, best case scenario for a diesel car. And the old stoves that we use were tested at a full nominal run rate, maximum output. So you're basically comparing the cleanest possible operation of a car with the worst possible operation of an old wood burning stove. Doesn't make any sense. Then there's tyre and brake emissions. Anyone that understands a car will realise that these often give out more pollution than what comes out of the exhaust itself. And that's something that this study completely missed out. And then there's the dispersal point. A car exhausts at around about child height, so there's no dispersal whatsoever before people start to breathe it in. And a stove, or open fire for that matter, exits up through the chimney, out into the atmosphere above roof height, maximum dispersal before any particulates reach ground level. Just going to restock the stove quickly because it's running a little bit low. Myth number 3, wood burning stoves cause a dangerous amount of indoor air pollution. So there's some research that suggests homes with wood burning stoves installed have up to 3 times the amount of dangerous indoor air pollutants than homes without a wood burner. That'd be very scary if it was true. So when you dig into how that research was actually conducted, the picture changes completely. So those early studies placed a single air quality meter next to the wood burning stove, just away from the fireplace. But what they didn't take into account was background pollution caused from things like cooking, and also changes to the air movement within inside the property. So anyone that understands how a wood burner works will know that it'll actually drag air in from different places within the property, and it will use oxygen within the room and even in through other rooms for combustion air. It should never leak back into the room if it's been installed correctly. So more recent, better controlled research tells a very different story. A correctly installed modern day wood burner has minimal effect on indoor air quality. So just cooking a simple meal on your gas hob will create up to 120 micrograms of pollution per metre, and this stays elevated in the house for hours. Blowing out candles caused a 20-fold spike in one study, and the ever popular air fryer sent particulate levels way over safe limits for over 2 hours. And wood burning stoves, even when refuelling with the door open, caused a minimal change in air quality by comparison. So the key phrase here is correctly installed. A modern day wood burner with adequate ventilation, correctly lined, will operate safely and efficiently, and just make sure whoever you use to install it has the correct qualifications and enough experience to know what they're doing. Myth number 4, burning wood isn't carbon neutral. So this one comes up quite a lot, mainly from people that are conscious about their environmental impact, and it sort of makes sense on the surface because you're releasing a lot of carbon dioxide out into the atmosphere. These people totally misunderstand how the carbon cycle actually works. When a tree grows, over its lifetime, it'll absorb carbon dioxide through photosynthesis, and that carbon is then locked within the tree and it's stored away throughout its lifetime until it eventually dies. And whether that tree falls down in the forest, is chopped down to use as timber for building material, or even processed for firewood, for burning on open fires, wood burning stoves, it will release no more carbon into the atmosphere than what was already there. Nothing new has been added. It's a completely closed loop. The carbon dioxide was in the atmosphere, it was taken on and absorbed by the tree, and then later on released back into the atmosphere with nothing new added at all. So contrast this with gas, oil, coal. All these fossil fuels absorb carbon millions and millions of years ago. It's been locked underground ever since. So when you burn it, you're releasing something back into the air that was not part of the modern day atmosphere. Wood is the only widely available, renewable and carbon neutral energy source that we have available today. So installing a wood burning stove doesn't just reduce your heating bill, it will massively decrease your carbon footprint. So myth number 5, modern day wood burners are just as harmful as open fires. This one probably bugs me the most because it categorises open fires with modern day technology and totally ignores over 20 years of genuine industry progress. A lot of the negative coverage surrounding modern day wood burners comes from old data linked to open fires and wood burning stoves that were manufactured 20 years ago. And yeah, an old open fire burning wet wood is probably one of the least efficient ways and most polluting ways to heat your home. Nobody's denying that. But a modern day eco-designed stove is a completely different product altogether. So a modern day stove produces up to 90% less particulates than an open fire and up to 80% less than an older stove with more dated technology. The engineering that's gone into these modern day stoves, combustion technology, tertiary air systems and air wash over the last 20 years is remarkable. Eco-design ready stoves meet strict European emissions and efficiency standards, and Clear Skies, an independent UK certification scheme, goes even further. Many Clear Skies certified products significantly exceed eco-design requirements. So when you buy a modern certificated stove from someone like us at EcoFires, you're investing in one of the most clean burning and efficient heating products available to domestic customers today. Myth number 6, wood burning destroys our forests. It's a logical concern, but in the UK, it doesn't really reflect how our firewood is actually sourced. The majority of our firewood in the UK is sourced from sustainable and renewable sources, often from existing forestry operations that produce waste wood as a byproduct. So thinning out woodland is actually very good for forestry health. It promotes growth, biodiversity and long-term sustainability. And if those thinnings weren't sold as firewood, they'd be made into chip-ins and burnt on site anyway. And most UK firewood comes from deciduous woodlands, not the old growth forest that conservation efforts quite rightly focus on. These woodlands are cropped on rotation cycles, usually every 60 years. They're harvested and then they regrow, and that's what renewable means. The real drivers of deforestation globally are things like palm oil plantations, agricultural expansion, and large-scale commercial timber. Blaming your log store for deforestation isn't just wrong, it takes the pressure off the things that actually matter. The key, as with so much in this industry, is sourcing. Make sure you buy your wood from a reputable supplier, ideally locally. Look for the ready to burn certification, and this should guarantee that your wood is under 20% moisture, which gives you a much more efficient and cleaner burning appliance. So there you have it, 6 myths, totally busted, all based on industry data and independent research. The narrative surrounding wood burning stoves over the past few years has been shaped by headlines that misrepresented data, cherry-picked statistics, and conflated modern-day appliances with open fires from a bygone era. The truth is, a modern-day stove like the one here behind me, installed by a registered and experienced engineer, burning clean and dry wood, is a very sustainable, future-proof, carbon-neutral way to heat your home. It's better for the environment than burning oil or gas. It's much better for your wallet in the long run, and it's way cleaner, safer, and more efficient than the media would ever have you believe. So if you've been thinking about installing a wood burner, or maybe you just want to upgrade what you've already got for something slightly cleaner and more efficient, pop down here and see us at our showroom in Crookham Village. We'll give you honest advice, the highest quality installations available in the south, and reassurance that what you're putting into your home is the best that it can be. If you found this video useful or it helped clear things up a little bit, please give us a like, because it genuinely helps in pushing our content out to a wider audience. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. We've got tips and tricks, reviews, and a little bit of behind the scenes footage coming out from some of our installations. Feel free to drop some comments below. I'll read and reply to every single one, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.